gathered here today to, inaugurate one center of excellence that is called TRIIMPACT Center of Excellence. So you might be thinking, what is TRIIMPACT? Tri means three forces: government, industry, academia. These three are coming together, and these three forces, it's a convergence of three forces, and empowering the society. That is why the center of excellence is established. So it's it's just not like a center of excellence. It's our commitment to the society. Now I was attending one international seminar. Suddenly one person came and asked, what is the purpose of this seminar? What is the purpose of research? And he followed up another question immediately. What is the purpose of technology? And again one more question. What is the purpose of innovation? If suddenly strikes three questions and he wants immediate answers, one thing, how either technology, innovation or research must empower the people. How much impact it is creating. Whatever you innovate, whatever the technology coming, whatever the research you are doing, it must be impacting. Maybe the scale might be small or the scale might be larger, but it must impact. And now for the students also, you should slowly, beyond classrooms thinking should come. So only artificial intelligence, CSE, machine learning. Now you see some examples. They're working 2 years in TCS or somewhere. I'm not generalizing. Maybe it's not only software, in other industries, and they're coming back and opening some farming, opening some different things. Now we are seeing certain kinds of things. Why? Because they didn't have the job satisfaction, and also maybe they want to do something, but they are not satisfied what they're doing. But the reason is that they didn't get a chance to kind of expose to these kind of opportunities, or maybe the kind of knowledge. Now for example, center of excellence, every student, every faculty has a option to directly contribute towards community. But these kind of options, when we were students, sir, we don't have this kind of exposure or information to help them. Now see, for many years what's happening is institutions are focused mostly on teaching and learning. Now then these AICT, NAC, NBA, NIRF came. Slowly we started towards research and rankings. But one thing we are always forgetting, what is the societal impact? How this organization, maybe education is non-profitable business, first of all, number one. Number two, education is to empower students, build education and agriculture, two strong pillars of any country. Now when British ruled us, two things they cut. One is agriculture, one is education. India becomes slaves to them, everyone. Now we need to empower education and agriculture a lot. Then only now again you can bring, now where people are talking Sustainable Development Goals 2030, Vikasit Bharat 2047, lot of other activities are happening. But now, how it can be possible if you students are sitting in the classroom and thinking in the classroom thinking, this is not going to happen. Now see, technology is growing a lot. I always tell, innovation is growing a lot. And artificial intelligence, Gemini 3, ChatGPT 5.2, lot of things are coming. But still people are left behind. You think everyone in India has the digital infrastructure? Everybody in India is having the, same kind of education opportunities? No. But if you have this much technology, this much, innovation, these many big companies, industries, Vikasit Bharat, everything is there. People are working hard towards that. But why that, digital divide, or maybe some people left behind? That's where, we started a Research Sites Foundation. If you want to bring the country to the next level towards Vikasit Bharat, to our dream, what we should do is we need to enable more research, and we need to empower more people. And also the students and faculty should always feel contributing their knowledge and as well as innovations towards society. Now majority of people also, majority of the students, majority of the faculty, majority of the industry also, they come from small villages, medium scale villages, and we know everything, how the still villages are struggling with certain things. Now we have started this. Anyway, I'm not going into deeper because there is a lot to be discussed on that. But I'm just telling that just this classroom, beyond classrooms thinking must come. So if there is a laboratory and the innovation is not happening, that is nothing but a classroom. But if you have a classroom, you're trying to find some solutions in that, that is becoming a a laboratory. This is the small difference you need to make. And so now I already discussed, India stands at a defining crossroads. Number one, Sustainable Development Goals 2030 and Vikasit Bharat 2047, and the National Education Policy 2020. It is insisting that students must, experiential learning. They must go outside and, experience to the real-time problems, and, the curiosity must increase, and they need to find solutions. They're insisting, but, the ground level reality is little different. Now, if we are honest, many institutions are struggling. Research is remaining fragmented. Only a few IITs, few, NITs. Do you think other institutions here do not have the talent? So we want to democratize the research. Every institution, every individual has some kind of talent that must be, encouraged, that must be recognized, that must be, opportunities must be given to everyone, to give a chance to prove themselves. So now industry funding is also limited. Now, see the other side of the coin I speak. Everyone knows February 28th. What is February 28th? Anybody can guess? It's a Science Day, National Science Day. Do you know why Science Day is celebrated? C.V. Raman got Nobel Prize on that day. Do you know why C.V. Raman got Nobel Prize? For his research. Do you know the cost of that C.V. Raman's, research, instrument? It is 0.75 paise. Majority of the colleges, and I go and visit the colleges. When I go to colleges and I'm talking to the universities, you give me the fund, I'll give you the idea. But it is the other way. You first project your idea, I will fund it. This is what the mind shift should happen. And everyone, why research is happening or something is not happening in your college, immediately you say, India GDP 0.7% only giving to research. That is the reason I am not doing research. How come your idea, small, innovation process is, India's 0.7 GDP spend is coming into your idea? I am really not sure. I asked a direct question. So small ideas, small things, you just, start creating that research culture. And also you enable the students for curiosity. If any, specific question asked, okay, I will see you in the, midterm examination. It's not that. That is not the culture or things to be created. If somebody is coming up with some questions, how we can encourage even 1 or 2 students, thousands, journey starts with a single step, 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step. So I'm a simple man. I speak only simple terms. Now, if you see, there is only accreditation is becoming a pressure. Now, research is, fragmented. And also the funding is limited, and the accreditation pressure. Now organizations are not having time to research. That is the shift should happen, because we need to discuss about, when we are talking about these many industry people and government people, academia people are there. It is my privilege to share the thought process. Now these people are not here as a guest. These people are co-creators of these these concept what we are creating. So the cost of this gap, whatever the gaps we discussed, is not rankings and reports. It is killing the curiosity and the research capacities of the students. That is where we need to focus. We're talking about a lot of bigger things, but small things should happen. One question: how do you inculcate research culture in your college? What is the first step you take? Tell me 1 or 2 examples. How do you inculcate capacity building of your faculty members on the research? What you do? What are the 2-3 things? Maybe this quarter plan, next 2 quarters plan. So we establish center of excellences. If we don't show the results, it is nothing but a space. These many people came. Next 6 months, 1 year, they ask, hey, Nag, we visited that center of excellence. What is the outcome happened? So that is where we need to focus. Yes, we do celebrate here, but at the end, it's just a start. So what is next is, what we need to do on that. How many students are involving in that? How many faculty members are involving in that? Now we are giving, actually, whenever we open a center of excellence, we are coming forward. We are giving a 1-year plan, every quarter plan. In the first quarter, what they need to do. In the second quarter, what they need to do. And we are also giving a digital infrastructure to you. That means every center of excellence member will be getting a login, faculty getting a login, and industry people to see their, your growth transparent. We are giving logins to them. We have a Research Aids Foundation login. We are giving some VOs and, other rural, volunteers also we are giving the login. There is a easy way of, identifying the problems, solutions, and, the global solutions. That, that is how the structure is created. So celebration is good. Every small thing we need to celebrate. But immediately we also need to see center of excellence is established. What is next step? How do we measure? Next 1 month, what we measure? Next 2 months, what we measure? Quarterly report, what is that? Half year. Next 1 year, after that again, the same set, sir, I promise, I invite everyone you in the next 1 year, and we will show you the report of 1 year in the center of excellence. That is what is required, right? Somebody, because, I need to set the context that this TRIIMPACT, everyone might have understand by the 3 forces I already informed. Academia, what they do, what is their role? Industry and CSR, what they do, what is their role? And government, what they do, what is their role. So our plan is academia, the research capacity, youth energy, identifying the real-time problems, bringing up the knowledge, that is we are expecting from academia. Industry and CSR, validating these problems, or maybe there might be some problem bank with the industries. We are requesting them to share it so that we can find some solutions, prototypes, and also, some problems might be a micro projects, mini projects, or maybe fundable CSR projects, and solutions. And that is what, and CSR, that we are expecting, if a reasonable validated problem is there, we are expecting to validate and give the funding. And also industry and CSR, we are enabling a digital dashboard to them, where the CSR is going, what kind of impact is happening, impact metrics, which village it is happening, or else what kind of solution it comes. And of course we are helping them the intellectual property and everything also, that is what. And also how can we establish a collaborative companies with the students, and MSME department is also coming forward. This is about the expectation or maybe the role that industry and CSR is going to play. And now thing is government. That if you want to scale something, or maybe legitimacy you want to bring, or maybe authenticity you want to bring, government. Now so many schemes are from the government. Now you can hear little bit from the Uday Bhaskar garu also, from NABARD, from the government, and also TRIIMPACT Rajeshwar garu. From the industry perspective also they are going to speak about what kind of initiatives they are doing. Now we need to it is called Triveni Sangamam, I told, the convergence. These three forces work together. You might be achieving some things if you work in the isolation mode. But see, if there is a proverb, right? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to achieve great thing, go together. This is what our concept, ma'am. So, okay. And now, again I told, the center is not a, just a ceremonial inauguration. We must be, showing the results. So now, for the students, maybe you might be thinking, what is Center of Excellence? What is in it me? Why do I part of this? The Center of Excellence is becoming your career, ambassador. Now you have, see, I told already, having real-time exposure or maybe relevance to the things, whatever you are studying, understanding while doing engineering is a difficult thing. You're going as an intern, you're going as, I told now, when I was doing my engineering, I did not get a chance to map the, societal problems or village problems to the study that I am doing. Now after 10 years, 15 years, we were doing that. Same thing that is happening with you. This is the, advantage you're having. Now this is, the one thing for the students is, when you completed your engineering, you can proudly say that, I contributed to the climate action. I contributed to the rural development. I contributed to the digital inclusion. I contributed to a sustainable infrastructure. But the moment you finish in engineering, this is what your profile looks like. So your innovation, research and everything is, students, it is a very good opportunity to, understand the real-time problems and map it to your whatever the studies. And the faculty members, it is a structured pipeline. You can pretty much understand the problem. Small, solutions, maybe, 500 people impacted, 1,000 people impacted, 50,000 people impacted. I always believe in that, it's okay, as long as you are going forward. There is a serious proverb. If you are not able to run, you walk. If you are not able to walk, you just, go on. So that's what, once you start, and also, I always believe in that, starting itself, the moment you start, your 50% success is done. Starting is the biggest challenge, right? And now, anyway, I think that's the message I would like to give today. I hope I'm able to convey what is TRIIMPACT, how it is, how the three things coming together, what is the advantage of this, why we need to do it, and also what is in for students, what is in faculty. I got a chance. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share our Research Sites Foundation concept and, the TRIIMPACT concept. Thank you so much. And I wish you all success to the, the Center of Excellence, and we are with you. We, even if you are not doing, we are making you to do it, because we are also partner with you. That will be happen.